Okay. Who? Dan double you. Let's go. Ow, wow, listen right now. Everybody knows the man that says pow. Start the show, gonna talk some toys. This is for the grown-up girls and boys making noise. Let's start the show. Talking Marvel Legends and the money that we blow. Honestly, look, there ain't no stopping me. Turtles and Joes too, let's do this properly. Need to buy more toys, don't tell my bank. Wasn't me, promise it was Hellfire Hank. Whole Who crew, look, they made me do it. If it lands in my door, then I best review it. Screw it, I don't usually boast, but I got Rich M, he's here to host. Raise a toast and raise some ducks. This isn't your average show, we're deluxe. Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. Welcome to episode 237 of the Dan Who live stream, where we recap the week that was in Marvel Legend news and everything in between. Again, if you are here live, I apologize for my tardiness. I'm a little bit late. I was doing my best impression of Justin Collects, but at least I'm here. I went to see the Thunderbolts. That's genuinely why I'm late. I wouldn't have had time to see it over the weekend, so I've seen it tonight before the live stream. So yes, no spoilers from me, but go and see it, people. If you like the MCU, you'll like this movie. Go and see it. It was a pleasant experience. I enjoyed it. Rich, unfortunately, isn't going to see it until Wednesday, right? Rich, not Wednesday, Sunday. Sunday, right? Oh, my bad. Thank you. Can you see it now? My bad. I'm all flustered. Sorry. I'm all flustered. Sorry. We're good. How is everybody doing? If you're here on the replay, because you yourself are also at Thunderbolts, let me know what you thought about the movie in the comments below if you are watching on the replay. And if you're on the replay, you won't even know I was a little bit late anyway. So it doesn't even matter, really. Today... Oh, for God's sake.
Doing a good job.
It's all good. Rich didn't say anything yet anyway. He just slagged a few people off, but it's fine. No one heard anything. You're safe, Rich. I don't like Craig either. Don't worry about it. Only joking. I like Craig.
I did not slag off Craig.
I'm joking. I'm only joking. I say it because I love him. He can take it. But yes, today's theme is, of course, about the Thunderbolts. It is perfect. Today, 2 sets of Marvel Legend pre-orders go up, and the Thunderbolt movie is out. So it's like, of course, we're going to talk about the Thunderbolts today. So we have titled this stream the top 10 most wanted Marvel Legend Thunderbolt characters. Now, there has been lots of different incarnations of the Thunderbolts throughout Marvel Comics, and you can sort of complete... well, you can't... I don't know. I guess you can complete a couple of them.
The red team with Punisher and the Red Hulk. I think that's the one you can complete. That's
no, Luke Cage team as well. Who's in Luke's... No, who's we'll get into it. But Benny, there's a lot of different Thunderbolts teams, so that's what we're going to talk about today. What me and Rich would like Marvel Legends to do to complete some of those teams. As I said, that's my biggest sort of want with the Marvel Legends brand moving forward. Now we know, obviously, Disney have renewed the license, and we should be getting Marvel out. Who knows with tariffs at the minute if anything's going to happen? But still, if they do continue making toys, then I want them to prioritize on completing teams. All right, we've got a great collection behind us, but there are still teams that we need to complete, and Thunderbolts is a part of that category. There are still characters we need. So today we are doing our top 10 most wanted Thunderbolt characters. But before we do that, we will recap the news, say hello to the chat, all right? So let's just ease into this. You've been here before. This is episode 237. If you're new here, hello, welcome. Get comfortable, grab yourself a drink. We're going to be talking some toys, Marvel Legends. But first, let me just do the housekeeping. As always, there will be an after show tonight. Come and join me. Let me know your thoughts on Thunderbolts in general. What's your favorite version of the Thunderbolts, what you'd like in Marvel Legends, etc. If you were part of the Who Crew Deluxe, you can be a part of the stream. Not a problem. Be on it, watch it, whatever you want to do. If not, though, if we get 5 super chats during today's stream, I will let it be public while we are live. So it is up to you. It is in your hands. I always appreciate you. Super chats, anything over £4 or $4 will go towards supporting the channel. Friday, our Talking Robot Assistant will read your super chat out loud. Literally, she talks it out loud. You can try it. Links in the description or the little $sign in the YouTube chat, of course. And hit that join button. That's what it's all about. And if you hit that join button at the Members Club tier, then you can be a part of Legends and Liquor episode 100 this 4th of May. This Sunday, I'm going to do the longest stream I have ever done on this channel, and we are going to be showing off everybody's collection. It's a real community hangout, a celebration of episode 100. Hopefully, you can get involved with that. Let me just get my graphic up to show off Legends and Liquor. I've spent a lot of time on this graphic. I didn't really. I panicked and made something quickly before I started the stream. Typical Dan. But there you go. Episode 100 is this week. So if you are watching the replay, make sure you're here Sunday as well. And there you go. Encountered Culture Kenny, the best voice in the business.
Encountered Culture.
Thank you very much, Kenny. Appreciate you.
Heading to Thunderbolts soon. I'll make sure to provide live spoilers in the chat.
Ah, cheeky. The thing is, Kenny's a good man. He wouldn't actually do that. But YouTube is a dangerous place when new movies are out, and I can completely understand if people are avoiding the chat tonight. But we have got moderators that are on the ball, and if there are spoilers, we will get rid of them. Don't you worry. This is a safe place. To be fair, a lot of people have messaged me tonight, Rich, saying that they're going to see Thunderbolts, so we can't compete with Disney and Marvel Studios, I'm afraid. So yes, hopefully everybody is good. But yes, episode 100 of Legend of Liquor this weekend. Literally 6 groups, got debutants. I may be introducing a new theme song, maybe. We shall find out this Sunday, all right? Let me scroll up in the chat. There is a poll that quite simply says, are you looking forward to seeing Thunderbolts? It's yes, waiting for streaming, or no, won't watch. Yeah, thank you there, Rich. So 68% say yes, they're excited about it. 23% are waiting for streaming, and 8% are saying no, won't watch it. Well, I've seen the film. I reckon you should go and watch it. That's what I'm saying. That's what you're getting out of me this evening. But anyway, I'll keep an eye on that poll. Let me just shout out some names that are in here earlier. SuperTurk 5000, I'm not ignoring your messages. I've just been flustered and running around the place. Tanner also seen the film earlier, and he asked me what I thought, and I've completely blanked him. But I appreciate it. Keep me updated on the score, Tanner. Chelsea are 1-0 up in the semi-final of the very important cup. Tottenham also winning, so he's in a good mood. Cloud is there as well. Christopher Allen. I'm not even going to read what Christopher says. Justin's there as well. I won't read what he says either. David is there. It's not David, it's Andrew. It's Virtual Dave Andrew. He's on Legend of Liquor this week. So he's finally going to explain to people what the hell his name is. Virtual Dave, even though his name is Andrew. You can hear it from his mouth himself in Group 1 on Legend of Liquor this week, because it catches me off guard.
Never been on Legend of Liquor before.
Andrew's never been on, no. Never been on.
I think he's my favourite member now.
He's never been on. He'll be on this week. Doc Avengers there, Paul McCartney, Lady Mac. Robert is there as well. Says, evening everybody. What's he doing? He says, one more night shift and then off for the weekend. Thunderbolts and Legends and Liquor episode 100. We got Zion. Am I saying that name? Zion. Zion Cole. He says, what's up, Dan? How your week been? Busy, my friend, busy, but we are winding down to the bank holiday weekend, so I'm happy about that. Rich was muted, but don't worry about it, it's fine. We've got Jason Lopez, the Recruiting King. Rowdy Riles is there as well. I subscribed to your channel and checked out your videos. Hope you're doing well. Robert Thompson went to the members club. Thank you very much, Robert Thompson. It's a good job you did. I would have had to kick you off Legend of Liquor. Rules be rules, Robert. Rules be rules. Collecting Rush is there as well. Big M. His name's Ben, by the way. I'm not even going to try and say that name anymore. His name is Ben. I refuse. He's joining us on Legend of Liquor this week as well, Rich. So, new faces on Legend of Liquor this week.
What you outed me is banning Justin as well by showing that. You can see that I was the one with the ban hammer.
No, Justin, I told you to ban him.
You phone in sick from your own job, and you
Justin
back chat like I'm getting on to HR. David Evan Smith is already on my phone call.
Justin can't say anything. He committed to doing a weekly recap, and he's done 2 weeks, and he's out already. 2 weeks, 2 weeks, and he's late every week himself. Justin can't say shit. Honestly, he's fine.
Sick.
He's fine. Sick enough to give shit in the chat. That's what he is. Kurt K is just waking up from his nap. I hope you're doing, Kurt. Wow, Kurt. Right, let's get into some Marvel Legend news. So yesterday, on the very last day of the month, Rich, the Supervillains pre-order went up with Madam Mask and Crossbones. It made me chuckle because in our group chat you called him Bone Breaker or something like that. You didn't call him Crossbones. I don't know if
I
it was on
was
purpose
paying
or
no
not.
attention to Marvel Legends lately. I'm just phoning it in. I'm like,
I don't know. I was like, I didn't bite because I was like, is he doing that on purpose or I'll just leave him be? I'll leave him be. But it's Crossbones and Madam Mask. There they are. Madam Mask has got the updated white torso to better represent that sort of modern take on her. Rich, did you pre-order this? This is an Amazon exclusive.
I did not pre-order it. No, I'm no interest in it. Maybe if it's in a Black Friday sale for like £10, I'll get it then.
Yeah, with Amazon, a lot of people do play that game. There's only been a few Amazon box sets. Well, this isn't really a box set, is it? It's a 2-pack. I think a lot of the 2-packs that went on Amazon last year, Destiny being one of those 2-packs, did go in the sale, didn't it, eventually? So, yeah, if you're not in a rush for this one, then yeah, I reckon you can probably hold off for it. But it is on Amazon UK.
It's not like they like popular characters. They don't go together. It makes no sense.
They're also characters we already have in the Marvel Legends line.
That was the link. They're already characters we have in Marvel Legends. That's why they put them together.
Yeah, they're in the Marvel. They're made by Marvel. That is their connection. Yeah, they're villains and they're Marvel. But
strong marketing on this one. Strong marketing skills.
We did need a new Madam Mask, but it's still frustrating that the update of Crossbones.
Need that one though.
No, agreed. But it's frustrating when they give us a new Crossbones and he's still got the bloody pins in his knees. Like, we're so close. Come on, we're in a pinless era now, all right? It's about aesthetic. It's about matching the new aesthetic moving forward. So yeah, no pins, please. But it is up for pre-order on Amazon UK and US. Usually Amazon UK are really slow and delayed, but they're actually on the ball this time. So you can get your pre-orders in now. It's due September time, I think it was. Something else is due September time is the Thunderbolts figures. Now, Hasbro used to be pretty good at releasing the movie figures like just before the movie came out. Used to be. Like, I'm very aware that not anymore, but they used to be pretty good at releasing a wave of figures just before the movie hit, so you could have those figures in hand and go and enjoy the movie. Recently, though, not so much. Another case with the Thunderbolts. In
fairness, Captain America came out before that movie, the Brave New World figures.
Yeah,
They came out in December, and the movie didn't come out until February.
Okay.
So they were good with that one.
Okay, that's fair.
It was like this, the Deadpool movie, and Ant-Man they've missed the boat on.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And I assume they're going to be pretty good with Fantastic Four as well, as they've already teased the actual...
January 2026.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? But anyway, regardless of when the film comes out today, but these figures are up for pre-order and they are due out in September again. But it's 2-packs. So you've got Yelena and Alexei with the 2-pack, and then you've got Sentry and US Agent as well, John Walker. So 2-packs for the movies. Now, if you've seen the trailer, then you know that we've still got Ghost, we've still got Bucky Barnes, we've still got Taskmaster. So people are asking, is there going to be another 2-pack or another box set or a couple of single-pack figures? I don't know, but this isn't the full team from what we've seen in the trailer. So I'd be curious to know if there are any more figures related to this movie. But you're seeing the movie on Sunday. I've already seen it. I collect the MCU stuff anyway, right? Like, I'm one of those people that are sticking through it even though it's gone a bit shit. Like, I admit it. It went definitely after Endgame, it dipped in quality for sure. They definitely went for quantity over quality, and there's bits I like and a lot I dislike. Love and Thunder being one of the... I hate that film. Like, anyway. Nearly ruined this MCU single-handedly, that film did, eh? Anyway, I do like these figures because for me, I always want the accurate versions to the movie. These are representing the Thunderbolts movie, so I'm in. I've pre-ordered them. I'll be getting these. Any interest from you, Rich?
See, no, I was a bit like on it. I was probably gonna get the Black Widow, Red Guardian 2-pack. But then when I saw like the video that Marvel put out where they were like unboxing them and they were in those cereal packages, I thought, oh, that looks quite good. I might actually get them now. And then Daniel was like, oh, they don't actually come in the cereal packaging. And I was like, brilliant marketing from Hasbro, brilliant. So yeah,
Yes.
I'll probably get them, but I'm gonna guess if they come out in September. Again, these will my goal with Marvel Legends now is not to pre-order. I'm gonna wait and see if things go down in price. I think.
Yeah, Rich is referring to on the day that these went up for pre-order, which was today. Was it today? It was today, wasn't it?
Today,
so
yeah.
so maybe yesterday. Then they posted a video on Hasbro Pulse of these actors actually opening up Wheatie boxes with these figures in there, and obviously Alexi talks about the Wheatie boxes in the trailer, so obviously that's going to be a gimmick, and it would have been an interesting way to release these figures, but unfortunately not the case, as Dan Yoon confirmed on Twitter that no, these won't actually be in Wheatie boxes like the actors unboxed in their little video. So but the figures look nice. Again, it's one of these where I know some people love MCU stuff or hate MCU stuff. You're allowed to be in the middle. You're allowed to pick and choose. Completely up to you. I enjoyed the movie, and if I like the movie, I like to get the toys and the Marvel Legends that accompany that movie. So I'm in on these, but I would like some to complete the team, because then it will just always feel a bit awkward, because I'll be like, well, I'm missing updates, because all the there's no spoilers, everyone's seen the trailer, everyone gets a little slight costume change from movie to movie, so you would need an updated version of Bucky Barnes and Ghost, because Ghost's costume in Ant-Man's all white, isn't it, to be fair, and in the trailer she's got like white and black, and it's a bit different. So but Sentry is the only new character out of all of these that we don't have in the Marvel Legends collection yet. Technically we've got 2 Yelenas, we've got two of the others, actually we've got 2 of all of them, haven't we? We've got 2 Yelenas, 2 Red Guardians, and 2 US agents already in the Marvel Legends line. So do you need them? No, of course you don't, but it's giving you that option to add these newer costume designs if you so desire, but Sentry is the only new one, so you will have to get another John Walker to get Sentry, but at least that one's more accurate to the end of the Falcon and Winter Soldier and this movie, of course. So yeah, these went up for pre-order today. Red Foreman, thank you very much. What's Red Foreman saying?
Red Foreman donated $4.99. Mac 4, New Songbird, New Swordsman, Joystick, Radioactive Man, Blizzard, Atlas is needed badly.
So Red Foreman starting us off with some suggestions for Thunderbolts we need in the Marvel Legends line. Some very good suggestions there, Red Foreman. He said Mac 4, New Songbird, New Swordsman, Joystick, Radioactive Man, which just makes me think of The Simpsons, Blizzard, Atlas is needed badly. Well, maybe Red Foreman. We will be discussing some of them in our top 10. We are doing a top 10 most wanted Thunderbolts momentarily, all right? Momentarily. Who's Joystick? Doc Avenger says you will learn. You will learn. That's what these streams are about. Like, it's okay. You don't need to know every single character in the Marvel Universe. It's learn via the medium of action figures, like I always say. So, yes, these are all for pre-order. Go and get them if you want them. This and that 2-pack. So, yeah, they're all due in September. So, yeah, get your pre-orders in if you want them. So let me get my other graphics up, Rich, and we'll talk about the Thunderbolts. First, let's just get your thoughts on the Thunderbolts in general. Is it a Marvel team that you like? Do you have a particular favourite team?
I love the Thunderbolts. So my favourite era of Thunderbolts is the original ones, because I think when they debuted, like, it was 1997, and it was like, you know, teenage Rich in 1997. And it was just like the last page where it's like revealed, like, I mean, this is not a spoiler, this is a 50-year-old comic book now. But when it's like revealed that like the Thunderbolts are actually the massive evil in disguise, it was genius, because it was just after Onslaught. All the Avengers and Fantastic Four had been like transported to Counter Earth, so they weren't around. It was like looking to fill the gaps. They thought they were like these new heroes, and it was actually the villains. But then it's a great run. The first, like, I think 75 issues, I think, or 70 issues, because he goes into like a fight club for the last 6 issues at the end. But like the Kurt Busiek, who's like a brilliant Avengers writer, then into Fabian Nicieza, like he does the last half of it. It's just like this redemption arc, like especially like Songbird and Mac 4, like they become true heroes. Like a Meteorite Moonstone is always a villain. I mean, she's always a bitch. She's always has been. And Fixer and Atlas are more like dubious. They don't really become fully heroes. But it's a really great storyline, good character work, great stories. If you haven't read it, it's collected in like a million different ways, but I would definitely recommend that run. The Red Hulk run, so when Red Hulk and his Punisher and Agent Venom and Elektra, they're on the team, that's a great run of Thunderbolts. When Luke Cage took it over as well, yeah. I like that run. And yeah, so yeah, and the Warren Ellis run as well, like leading into like Dark Reign. So when it's like Norman Osborn takes control of it, And that's when Yelena first joins the team, but it's not Yelena, it's Natasha disguised as Yelena. And then you've got Robbie Reyes, not Robbie Reyes, definitely not there. Robbie Baldwin, Speedball, he's like disguised as like penance, and like the pain gives him his power because after the Stamford incident, he's like lost all his things. Yeah. That's a great era as well, and that leads into like Dark Avengers then as well. So yeah, loads of them. Like the original team is probably my favorite. So the only thing I'm with this movie is it doesn't really reflect any era of the comic book Thunderbolts. It's kind of like they made the comic book Thunderbolts into the movie version now. I think the version they had last year was very much like reflective of what the team is going to be in the movie. But yeah, there's been a lot of members. There's a lot of members there. But the originals I think are still the best for me.
Yeah, so every single character on this comic book page has been a member of the Thunderbolts at some point. So again, there's been lots of different incarnations of the Thunderbolts teams. And as I said, there's lots of different teams you can build or closely build within the Marvel Legends collection. But let's just start at the beginning. Before we get in our top 10, let's just start with what we currently have within our Marvel Legends collection for Thunderbolts. So Rich said, let's start at the beginning with the first team. So here we have that very first team in the Marvel Legends line. So who do we have currently in our collection, Rich, to build for this team?
So in their original Thunderbolts looks, kind of, you can get Mac 4, you can get Songbird, and you can get Citizen V, Baron Zeta Zemo. They're the three you can get. Yeah. You can get Moonstone in her Moonstone persona, but you can't get her in a like meteorite look that she had in the original Thunderbolts run.
Yeah, these looks that you see on screen now, these would be the accurate looks for that original Thunderbolt team. And like Rich said, these are probably the closest we've got. I think Citizen V's costume might be a shade of purple, maybe, depending on the comic. But these are a good starting base for your Thunderbolts, but they are characters we need, obviously, like you can see in that image. We are missing Fixer, Atlas, etc. So, yeah, so that's the first team. There has been a Thunderbolts box set in the Marvel Legends line. I forget what year it was. I think it was maybe 2017. It was a San Diego Comic-Con box set, and it was the sort of Luke Cage version of the team. So it's currently the only way you can get Ghost. And Selena. Is that Selena?
Satana.
So it's the only way you can get Satana and Ghost is still in this box set, right?
Yeah, but if you want Crossbones, 2-pack just going up.
yeah, there you go. They knew Thunderbolts without this week. But we have since had an updated Moonstone, we've had an updated Crossbones a couple of times now, and we've had a couple of Luke Cages since then as well. But Ghost goes for a pretty penny on the aftermarket, completely translucent. Shout out Dante from the Infinity Equation podcast. He actually helped me track down the one I have in my collection in the US, because honestly, that thing is an enigma in the UK. It doesn't even appear on UK eBay. So if you have that figure in the UK, then you have a little grail for many people. But yeah, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this was 2017 San Diego box set. And again, it was a popular one for a while, but again, since then we have had updates of all these figures. So yeah, there are definitely different incarnations of the team. Again, we've got Red Hulk, we've got Deadpool, we've got Elektra. They did actually do a Red Punisher, you know, Epic Heroes. Yeah. Epic Heroes, Red Punisher, they did a variant on the card back in about 2012. Don't think we've ever had a Red Agent Venom, but of course we have had a couple of Agent Venoms as well. So again, there's ways you can have these characters to represent the teams, but maybe their costume designs will be slightly off depending on the era. But there's a lot of Thunderbolt characters, as you can see, we already have in the Marvel Legends collection. So let's just, you've just seen it, so let's get into our top 10, all right? So we're starting off with 10. Let's just ask the chat, Rich. Are you familiar with this version of Citizen V? Because I wasn't. Rich introduced me to this, and I quite like it. So Rich, explain, what is this version of Citizen V? Because this isn't the one we've just seen in that original team.
No, so this is from it's from now. It's from the event currently running in Marvel comic books. It's One World Under Doom. So Dr. Doom has took over the Marvel universe, and heroes have become villains have become heroes. Everything has changed, and so he's got his own Doomstrike team, and he gets his own Citizen V who's working for him, and it is Valentina Allegra Di Fontaine, who is of course behind the Thunderbolts in the movie as well. I don't think that's a spoiler. I haven't seen it, by the way. I've just seen trailers, so that's all I know. Maybe she's not behind it. Maybe there's a mastermind behind it. Maybe Songbird is behind it, or who knows. But yeah, but like I think for Val, obviously she's an agent of Shield, and now she's in more like the corporate like business suits kind of thing, like she does wears in the MCU. So for a figure of that, it would be quite boring. So I think this is like an interesting look to get Val. I'm not opposed to her original, like like a backless spy costume when she was like with Jim Steranko drew her in like Agents of Shield. Like she would have been great in that Agents of Shield pack, rather than Sharon Carter, because we never had a Val figure before. But for a more like toyetic looking Val, like this would be great. And I think because it ties into the current comic books as well. Like the Doom is obviously going to be big with Doomsday coming up as well, the Fantastic Four movie. So why not give us this version of Val as Citizen V?
Yeah, we're starting off at number 10 here with a modern character. Again, we know Hasbro like to occasionally throw in a modern character design that maybe you won't be too familiar with. But like I said earlier, learn by the medium of action figures. It's a familiar character design. That's why when Rich showed it me, I was interested because I can never pronounce Val's name correctly. Don't even get me to attempt it. Yeah, I like it. It's definitely got that Doom influence as well with the green version. But that helmet is very familiar for Citizen V. I think that's like quite unique for him. So yeah, it'd be like it's like a female version of Citizen V. Legends could absolutely accomplish that for sure. I'd take a Val figure, to be fair, in the Legends line. If we were, Rich, to get a representation of Val in the Legends line, would it be this one you want, or would you actually just want a more generic sort of?
I'd want like the sexy femme fatale Jim Steranko, like with a backless catsuit. That's what I would want, with the like, hair up in the bun, that and like loads of guns.
Yeah, the more secret agent style.
Pieces.
Yeah. No, I think me too as well, because this is a more modern look for sure. But it would be very toyetic. I agree. So that's why she's at number 10. People, we're just easing you in and introducing you as well to a concept that you may not have been familiar with. But yes, number 10. Let's keep going. Number 9. Number 9 is something that I'm sure everybody is familiar with. It is Yelena Belova, aka White Widow, and this is a screenshot literally just grabbed from the front cover of the new version of the Thunderbolts team. Let me see if I can find that image, Rich. Did you read that new iteration of the team?
So this is the 2024 version of Thunderbolts. So with Bucky's leading. So this is more like in line with like the MCU. You got Red Guardian, you got US Agent, you got Val sitting at the back there. But you've also got like Black Widow is there. You've got Sharon Carter, and you've got Shang-Chi as well. And then like Black Widow ends up with the Venom symbiote in this run as well. So of all the figures on this list, like the easiest one that they could do is White Widow Yelena. Like to be fair, we've had a version of Yelena that was member of Thunderbolts. So when Black Widow was impersonating Yelena in the Dark Reign run because she was trying to like find Songbird and save her, that was the look that we had in the it was the Serpent Society's member.
Super Adaptoid?
No, the Serpent Society. It was a Build-A-Figure.
The
green guy.
Yeah, Puffada.
Yeah, in the Puffada wave.
Yeah.
So we know she's got like all those on her head.
Yeah, Super Adaptoid.
It's not the Super Adaptoid though, is it?
Isn't that what they call her though in the comics?
Oh, she does. Yeah, no, she does become the in the new Avengers run. She
the
becomes
AIM.
The Super Adaptoid. Yeah. But she's not the Super Adaptoid in the Thunderbolt. It's just
I know what you meant. Yeah. That's just how I think of that figure. The Super Adaptoid.
We argue because we were arguing this yesterday. like Dan refers to him as one name, and I'm referring to the other name. Then I get confused in my head. So apologies for that.
Yeah, just think that when you do read comics or you watch stuff or whatever, however you consume your media, everyone takes away little bits, and because you don't have conversations with people, like. It's funny to see like how people pronounce certain things and how people refer to certain characters. So yeah, me and Rich are usually on the same page, but we're just off with how we are referring to them. But Yelena would be an easy. This is easy to do in the Marvel Legends line. That's why she's at number 9, because it's basically that black female Black Widow body we have now. What in white? It's as simple as that, and give us some blonde hair. Yeah. It's simple as that. I do think her and Sharon Carter's costume designs are very similar, and I think they know that as well. That's why they've obviously changed Sharon Carter's costume up a little bit for this, because otherwise it would have just been two blondes in white jumpsuits. So they've given Sharon Carter a bit more gold and a bit more I don't know, a bit more paneling on her costume, and they've kept Yelena with the like White Widow as she is. So yeah, she's at number 9 because I want it on the new Black Widow body, but in white, lots of blonde head expressions and different hairs. That would be great. You'd upgrade a Yelena for the collection, right?
Yeah, 100%. We need more Yelenas. I like the one we've got is okay, but like I've still got the diamond set. I think Monsters Go Home said about he wants like the first appearance Black Widow. So when she was Black Widow, she had like a belly shirt on and like she had like curlier blonde hair and she was like a badass coming in to fight Natasha. So yeah, that's a good run as well. Like when she was in the Marvel Knights, I think it was like Devin Grayson and then Greg Rucka.
Have you seen the costume design where she pisses off Falcon or Captain America because she has the wings? Have you seen her wings?
I haven't read that comic, no.
Okay, I'll send you some pictures. Yeah, she gets wings. So White Widow gets her own set of wings. And it's a cool character design as well.
Nice.
I'll show you.
Why has she got wings for though? She's like a.
I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember. But she's definitely got wings. I've 100%. Unless I'm getting Yelena confused with someone else, but I think it's White Widow with wings. Yeah, I think she is. Someone would tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. They usually do, but I'll find some images of that. Yeah, okay. So there you go. So at number 9, again, easy one for Hasbro to do. Just repaint that Black Widow body and give us lots of different head expressions and hair sculpts and stuff like that as well. But yes, Yelena Belova, let's make it happen. Let's go to 8. Now, Rich, when I seen this design, you sent it me, I had no idea who it is, but that looks cool as shit. Do you know, like, it's like a evil, like, dark, nightmare-fueled Doctor Doom. I just, teach me, who is it?
So, Mr. Fear is a Daredevil villain. Essentially, it's like it's a legacy hero. So this is the 3rd version of Mr. Fear. So he debuted in Daredevil. He was like a lawyer. He employed Matt Murdock for a little bit as well. But basically, the second Mr. Fear kills the first Mr. Fear, and then he's in the same hotel and he witnesses that, and then the second Mr. Fear dies, so he takes over like that identity. So he's kind of like Scarecrowy, but with fighting skills as well. So he's got like all like hand-to-hand skills like Daredevil, but he's also got like this like fear perfume that he like sprays on people, and then he can get them like he can control them, or like, you know, make their fear pheromones, or make them like see bad things. So he debuts in the Thunderbolts in the King in Black storyline. So when Null takes over the Earth, Kingpin is in charge of New York at that point, and he puts together this like team of villains to try and like stop like the symbiote invasion and stuff like that. And like Mr. Fear is like, he's there, he's a bit of an arsehole, and like he kills one of the other members. Like in the first issue, he's just like, you're an arsehole, like, and he just kills him, and he's just like a proper badass. Because I think in the Thunderbolts comic book, he's never been like that as villainous as he should be. Like, he's done bad things, but he's always been like caught out and imprisoned and like.
What team was he in?
Like he in
Thunderbolts. Like, which incarnation of the Thunderbolts is he a part of?
So it was the King in Black team.
Oh,
so
okay.
It was the Kingpin assembles it. So it's like, I think Star is there from Captain Marvel. It's none of the Thunderbolts know. It's all like Wade, just like Wade. Kingpin just like pulls together like all these like D-list villains and puts them together in the team. I think Rhino's on the team. That's probably the most.
So his power set is like Scarecrow in the DC world, where he's like sprays people to make some fearful. Similar.
But he's not like as mad, and he can like. Whereas like Scarecrow is kind of like in the background. He's more like, he can fight as well. He's like got the same like hand-to-hand skills and like as like Daredevil or something like that.
Look, sometimes you just want an action figure because it's a cool looking character design. And again, I'm learning, but I like the character design. It's as simple as that. He's just cool, dark, like gritty villain. And I like his sort of tatty cape as well, like nightmare fuel. I like it a lot. Is this one that you'd buy as well if it came out?
Yeah, 100%. Because we need more Daredevil villains. I think it's something that we haven't got, and it gives us a Thunderbolts character essentially, but it's also like part of the Daredevil, building out that rogues gallery for Daredevil as well.
Very nice. I just got some pictures as well. Just want to go back to Yelena for a second. I said to Rich that there's a story where she gets her own set of wings. So let me throw these up, Rich, and see if they are familiar to you.
No,
Recognise
that
it?
one.
Yeah,
No.
I think it's modern. It's like 20, maybe 20, 20. I don't know. I can't even. 2021, 22 or something like that. It's modern. It's modern because Falcon is Captain America at the time.
So it's from the Captain America comic.
Maybe, yeah. So I think that looks cool. Like I'd rather obviously traditional White Widow, obviously, rather than this. But again, it's just a cool concept with White Widow with her own set of wings. I just think she looks pretty cool.
They'd make that in that bloody banshee plastic though, wouldn't they? That's what they do.
Probably. But yeah, that's White Widow, and she's got like this harness on that gives her the flight, etc. So otherwise, it's White Widow with her regular outfit. But yeah, just a cool concept for sure. Yeah, very nice. All right, cool. So there's Yelena, there's Mr. Fear. Again, people in the chat seem to agree and like his character design. Munsters Go Home says no thanks. Classic Mr. Fear for me. So is there a classic look for Mr. Fear that's a different design?
Yeah, so that would be the first version. There's like this would be the third version. So there's like the first version. The comic is the look is still the same with like a skull head and like a big black cloak, but it's just more simplified than this version.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've got him here. Okay, this one does look familiar actually. This the first look? Looks like a dark Taskmaster. Is this the right look? Is this like the first Mr. Fear?
I mean, that looks more modern to me, but it's kind of that, yeah.
Munsters would tell us. Anyway, if you're, all I'm doing is googling Mr. Fear, and all his character designs look really cool.
That's what Hasbro do. So there we go. That's what we get.
Yeah, honestly, I just think his character design is really cool for a villain. So yeah, I like it. But there you go. There's some more Mr. Fears. Let me just close some tabs before we continue on. Otherwise, I'll lose my place. I've got a lot of tabs open right now. Let me close all them. Right, let's continue where we were. So what we were on. We're on number 7 now. So we've talked about this character recently, Rich. He was in my Marvelous March, but only by name, because I'm very aware that this isn't the same guy that I've spoke about. But it is a familiar name all the same, because it is Swordsman. But it's more of a Nazi swordsman, right? It's like a villainous swordsman with lasers.
So this is one of the Von Strucker twins. So
there you go, Von Strucker.
Andrea and Andreas Von Strucker, who were mutants. Like they were known as Fenris X-Men.
Oh, they're the twins.
Yeah, the twins. That's it. So basically, Andrea, the female twin, dies. She gets killed, and then Andreas takes up the identity Swordsman. So at first you don't know who it is. Then it's revealed that it's Andreas, and it's like, how has he still got his powers?
Because he has to hold his hands, don't he? He has to hold his hands.
He skinned his sister and used his skin to make the hilt of his sword.
Oh.
So when he grips the sword, he gets the powers.
Because no one knew how he used his powers, did they, with his sister dead?
Yeah.
Yes, okay,
so then it was him. Like, he did go on a bit, because, I mean, he was like a total arsehole, like in the X-Men comic books. The Strucker twins were both arseholes. Like, he does get a little bit of redemption in the Thunderbolts run, so he stays around longer. He starts in Dark Reign, in the Norman Osborn, when he puts together like his Thunderbolts. Like they kidnap Songbird, get rid of the originals, and like it takes over. But then he's part of the team that takes over. Sorry, but like he sticks around a bit longer, kind of tries to redeem himself, but now he's back to being a villain in the comic books. I think Andrea is back now, obviously, like Mutant Resurrection and stuff like that. So Fenris is back as a thing as well. They were in the X-Men 97 comic book as well, I think, the two of them as well. So yeah.
So there's the Avengers swordsman, the guy that was originally fighting Hawkeye, and then he joins the Avengers. So that's the swordsman that I spoke about in Marvelous March, where it's Rich always reminds me it's the earliest Avenger character we still don't have in the Marvel Legends line. But that's a different. This one is a different version of swordsman. He just takes on the name. That's why he has a few different helmets as well, because he has that pointy helmet as well, doesn't he? I think so. We could get this with maybe interchangeable heads.
And like the purple color scheme, he's got nothing. He's got no link to the other one.
Yeah,
it goes with like the original idea of the Thunderbolts, which it was like, villains hiding as heroes. So that's what it was kind of like. Well, who is this one? And like in this run, it turns out like, you know, he's that character, he's Andreas, like Penby Swordsman. And again, like we said before, you've got Black Widow Natasha, who's a hero, pretending to be Yelena, the bad Black Widow, so she can track down Songbird, just being like held by Norman Osborn and like rescue her and take her out, type of thing.
Yeah, no, I like this character design as well. And again, he does. He has an unmasked. You could do this figure with like an unmasked head or a different helmeted head as well. So yeah, I just like the character design. I think it would be a cool figure. I do think though, if I had to pick between which swordsman I want first in our Marvel Legends collection, I will go for the OG version of Swordsman. But I would take both at some point for sure. So there you go, number 7. Let's go into number 6. Number 6 is Penance. Now this is a dark story because of like it's Speedball sort of after the effects of what do they call the incident?
Stanford incident.
Yeah.
Civil War. It's the start of Civil War.
So it's after Civil War, and his sort of like he doesn't go crazy, but he locks himself away and he's punishing himself or something like that, right?
Yeah. So it's basically like the whole start. If you haven't read Civil War, definitely go back and read it. The whole start of Civil War is the New Warriors are doing like a reality TV show. And they go up against Nitro, who's like this villain that can explode, and they don't realize how powerful Nitro is. They get like involved with him, and then basically it all blows up. Stanford, a school, children die, all the New Warriors die. It looks like all the New Warriors are dead as well who were there. But then it turns out that Robbie Baldwin, Speedball, survived, and then he becomes Penance, and the only way he can activate his powers is through like pain. So like the inside of this suit is like
spikes.
Spikes that like trigger him, and then because he's so ashamed that he killed his all his teammates are dead, that he killed all these school children.
It's a dark story, yeah.
So he's like his penance is this suit. So he's serving Norman Osborn. Like even his cat is in like an Iron Maiden one, but it's so stupid. Niles the cat is in like this like giant Iron Maiden.
Poor cat's like, I didn't do anything.
But yeah. But it's bonkers. Obviously, this is not the penance that I prefer. I would much prefer the Money Cinquar penance of anything. But I love this storyline. I think Warren Ellis did crack with it. Again, this was like, who is penance? And then when it turned out to be Robbie Baldwin, I thought that was like a really dark but fun movie. It was very like, perhaps too dark, like very emo, like early 2000s rubbish. But it's a good storyline. And then like, he eventually comes out with the penance armor, and like in Avengers Initiative, I think Dan Slott redeems him a bit. He becomes like a tutor there, back to like his Speedball identity. But for a while, he was just this like moody, like all his hair shaved off. He hasn't got like his long, yellow hair, like blonde hair. And he hasn't got like all his like, you know, like his Speedball, all his like bouncing balls. He becomes this very dark
it's like a really vast contrast from like the Speedball from the New Warriors to this. It's like the opposite end of the spectrum. Paul McCartney in the chat says the amount of spikes were for each person that died, I believe. But yeah, another dark, gritty costume design that, again, Legends are capable of doing for sure. And
this run with him and with Swordsman is obviously like a precursor to the Dark Avengers then. That's what comes out of this. But like before the Dark Avengers, there was this team. This was kind of like Norman Osborn, setting up, taking over the Avengers. Yeah,
so this Swordsman and this Penance are in the same team of the same iteration of the Thunderbolts. Predates the Dark Avengers. So that we are building slowly in the Marvel Legends line, as we know this year too. So we have a Speedball. We didn't get any effect pieces for Speedball, if I remember correctly, but we do have him with the New Warriors. If I look behind me, yes, we do. If we're gonna get Penance, I'm with you, Rich. If we're gonna get a Penance, as much as I like this character design, for Generation X, we can get the spiky
100%. But I think in this case, they're totally different characters, so we can get both of them.
Yes, all good. Right, let's keep going. Let's get into the 5. And somebody asked right at the start of the show, who is Joystick? Well, now you can learn because Rich will tell us. Rich, who's Joystick?
So Joystick is a Scarlet Spider villain. That's how she starts off.
Oh,
so her
Ben
name's
Reilly
Janice.
villain.
Yeah, so she's like video games. Like, so in the 90s, like video games, like how would you put that in comic book form? That's how we get Joystick. So she's part of this thing called The Great Game, where all these like people are given powers and are like fighting each other or fighting supervillains for like points or to level up, like type of thing, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So she starts off there. She fights the Scarlet Spider, Ben Reilly. I think she fights Kate as well at one point.
Chadwick with the super chat. Thank you so much, Chadwick.
Chadwick Myers donated $5. No spoilers. Still think we have at least one more MCU RWO pack. I'm sad to say I think we won't, or they'd have revealed them by now.
It is curious. So thank you very much, Chadwick. He says no spoilers. Still think we need at least one more MCU 2-pack. I'm sad to say I think we won't, or they'd have revealed it by now. It would make sense just based off the team that they've been promoting for the last few months building up to this movie, that the team would need to be complete, and it would be odd for them not to release the other characters. Technically, we have those characters in the Legends line, but not in the looks from Thunderbolts. So, yeah, time will tell on that one. There must be a reason they're holding it back, but I can't really think what that reason could be. So, yeah, time will tell. But thank you very much for the super chat. And while we're there, Mark Tactek says, if Todd had got the Marvel license, I could see Penance in Wave 1. Great stream, Dan and Rich. Todd would Jokerize every character, and they'd all be dark and moody. It does actually look like the twisted, dark metal versions of the Batman universe, doesn't it? You can see it looking in that sort of world. But anyway, back to Joystick. So she's a Ben Reilly villain. So what iteration of the Thunderbolts did she join?
So she's the new Thunderbolts. So
okay.
Basically, the original Thunderbolts, at the end, the last 6 issues, it goes into like this fight club where none of the Thunderbolts are out. They kind of like relaunch it. It was really bad, and then the book got cancelled after 6 issues. So then they did Thunderbolts Avengers crossover, where Kurt Busiek and Fabian Nicieza came back and like wrote that. And then after that, it was quite successful, or sold some copies. That's when the new Thunderbolts iteration came about. So you've still got Mac 4 and you've got Songbird, and there's like a new group of villains. So you've got like Speed Demon is in there, Blizzard, Joystick. So Joystick, they're all trying to like it's like redemption arcs, trying to help them become good. But Joystick is like a double agent, but in another way. So she's not really a hero. She's actually still a villain, and she's working for the Grandmaster, and she's trying to like capture one of the other members' powers, and that's what she's doing. So the whole thing is like video games. So it's like she's got like super speed, superpowers. She's got those buttons, those energy buttons that she like generates like from her wrist. So it's like with Speed Demon, she can run like faster than him when she like uses her powers. And she's got this like power up mode that she calls like pure action. So it's very like, like 90s video game like
power ups and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay.
And then like eventually like she's captured and she's like thrown into prison. But she did fight the original Thunderbolts as well. She was part of I think it was Crimson Cowl was Citizen V at that point. She was part of like the female Crimson Cowl's Masters of Evil. So obviously the Masters of Evil fighting the Thunderbolts, when the Thunderbolts were the original Masters of Evil. She was part of like that team. So she did run in with the original Thunderbolts. And then when this team came out, she was like the wild card member that they didn't really know about. She hasn't been part of any iterations since. I think she's like imprisoned on the raft or somewhere anyway. But she's a fun character.
Yeah, Munsters in the chat says the same. Definitely in for a Joystick, fun character. This looks like something Legends could do as well. It looks like the type of character Legend would just give us randomly. She has that 90s aesthetic. Do you know, like Night Thrasher? That sort of...
Yeah.
You could see her being in the New Warriors, couldn't you? Like that type of 90s sort of aesthetic, for sure.
It's very much someone like, whoever created that is like someone like that's seen video games and be like, we need a video game character. Like, make a character that represents video games, and this is what they came up with.
It looks like she's holding like Infinity Gauntlets and like whatever, but yeah, I guess they're power-ups, ain't they, I suppose. But yeah, looking cool. Again, simple character design, but Legends can achieve that for sure. Let's go to number 4. Number 4 is Jolt. Now, was Jolt part of the original team, or she joined later, or something like that, right?
So Jolt is the original character. So Jolt is in issue 1 of Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
But I think she joins in like issue 3 or 4, something like that. But she's basically she's the teen member. So she's the Jubilee, the Bleep Bleep Pride. She's that member of the group.
Yeah.
But she obviously thinks that they're all heroes. She doesn't realize that they're all villains. She joins them because she's got these powers. She's been experimented on, and she's looking for somewhere, and she's looking for a group of heroes to help her. So in a way, her being like this innocent girl, it kind of has, it makes some of the other members like Songbird, like Mach 4, like more heroic because they want to protect her. They don't want like Zemo to like turn her evil or to like influence her. So they some of the members use her a bit because she's like sweet and innocent and very much against like these heroes. So it's like playing against each other type of thing.
So she was never a villain as any sort. She joined the Thunderbolts thinking it was a team of heroes. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Again, another achievable look in the Legends line here. Like, I doubt they'd give us great effect pieces but the costume design's very achievable, I think, in the Legends line. So would you say she's essential to, where's my image, of that team? She joins this team later on.
Like, with that, it would be those members in Jolt that would, for me, complete the original team, I think. Again, there's other members who join like later on, but I would say that would be, with Jolt, is kind of like your starting lineup of Thunderbolts.
Yeah, I like that. There you go. All right, cool. Cool. Let me just jump to the chat for a second. Let me check on that poll, see if any other people have got involved. Where's my button? There it is. Are you looking forward to Thunderbolts? Again, a lot of people are watching it tonight instead of watching us, which is fine. That's what the replay is there for. It's all good. Go and enjoy the movie. 72% say yes. 21% stay waiting for streaming, and 7% say no. If you are watching us on the replay because you went to see Thunderbolts, let us know what you thought in the comments below. Again, I've seen it earlier. I really liked it, but I'm not saying much because Rich isn't seeing it until Sunday, right? So we're getting into our top 3 most wanted Thunderbolts. And if you've been following along with this conversation, you sort of know where this is headed, because we would like, I think me and Rich would both like that original team complete in the Marvel Legends line. And there are certain characters we don't have yet. So let's just get into our top 3 most wanted Thunderbolt characters for the Marvel Legends line. All right, let's go. Third, how do you say it? Meteorite? Just
Meteorite.
Yeah, Meteorite. Yeah, sorry, a word scramble in my brain. I just call it Moonstone because I said Moonstone to you, didn't I? And you went,
I was like, no, Meteorite.
And I was like, no, it's Moonstone. Yeah, but we were both on about the same character, but we were calling her the different. But you were calling her by her correct Thunderbolt's name, but I just knew it was Moonstone the whole time. This is a really cool costume design, by the way. I really like this red and gold. I like her sort of gold mask as well. It's like the blonde hair works. I just really like this costume design, and would love to see it in the Legends line. Rich, do you want? This is up your alley, I think. Rich, a Meteorite Moonstone. This is her best costume.
I know she's number 3 on our list, but for me, she would be number 1. Like Meteorite in her original like Bagley costume, that would be what I would love. I love Meteorite, like of all the characters, like because of all of them, like they all get like redemption or they do things, but Carla's always just a psycho bitch. Like she never, even when she's like she's being heroic, it's all an act. It's always manipulation, and she's just a great character. I think like some runs they don't get it right, but in the original run, in that Kurt Busiek and then Fabian Nicieza, they do great work with Carla. She's one of my like favorite like bad girls of the Marvel universe. So in this look, I know we've had I think the white costume version when she's part of Luke Cage's Thunderbolts,
and then we've got the Dark Avengers.
The black costume as well, haven't we? Is it the black costume?
Yeah, no, you're right. So technically, you're right. So we've had 3 other versions of Carla in the Marvel Legends line. Like you said, we've got the full white version, which was a Wool Greens exclusive during the plastic-free era. That, it is pinless. That is an updated version of Carla on the Moonstone body. Is why it's called the Moonstone body. Then we got the Dark Avengers version was it this year or last year? It was this year, wasn't it? It was this year.
This year.
Yeah, it was this year.
Marvel, yeah.
So we got Dark Miss Marvel, but they called her Dark Warbird, which she was never referred to as Dark Warbird, but Hasbro called her Dark Warbird, but it's Dark Miss Marvel when she joined Norman Osborn's Dark Avengers. And then, like Rich said, we got her in her black sort of Carol Danvers inspired look as well. So this would be the 4th version of Carla for the Legends line.
See, Monsters Go Home's got a good idea in the chat, where it's like you do the Thunderbolts in the Thunderbolts costume with their original look. So like that yellow Moonstone costume with like the white fin, you could do that with it. You could put them together. That would be great. Like, where was that for the movie? That's for the 2-packs that we needed.
Yeah. I think out of all of Carla's costume designs, like the white one is probably my mind's eye for Moonstone, just because I've read more modern comics and like more modern stories. But this is my favourite costume, just subjectively looking at them all, for sure.
Yeah. If they did it like, like Rom with that like metallic gold as well. Like, that would look.
We haven't really got any. Have we got any metallic gold Marvel Legends? Do you know, like we've got the chrome, like Ultron and Rom are a very nice chrome. Have we got any gold versions? I know we've got the gold Iron Man, but he wasn't really that same sense of metallic, was he? He was just more.
Frankie, the Frankie Nova that came with Galactus, is she more orange or is she?
She's right behind me. Yeah, no, I guess you're right. Yeah, she is she's nice gold. Yeah, to be fair, yeah, that type of gold. That's more. It's got more of the pearlescentness that some people don't like. But no, I don't know. I just like this costume design. I'd like to see it happen. Again, like it's needed if you want to create an accurate look for that very first Thunderbolts team, which is right there. There
Mike Heck says Gold Ultron, the Marvel Unlimited version.
Oh, okay. There you go. Right, very nice. So they can do it, is my point. So let's not make her orange. All right, she doesn't need to be orange. Let's make her gold. All right, let's make her gold, just like in this image here. But yeah, going back to this image. So okay, we've said we want Meteorite, aka Moonstone. We've already got a couple of the others. So I guess you can see where we're going here with the rest of our podium, because in second place is Techno. And this is, again, when me and Rich were having a conversation, I went, oh, we should get a Fixer. And Rich went, no, Techno. And I was like, the Fixer is Techno. Like, we were both right, Rich. We were both right. We want Fixer.
Yeah, and I mean, you could, like, it's easy enough to do. You do it with 2 heads. You do one with the headband, one with this look as well. And then you can do, like, Techno and Fixer in one. So obviously, like, Fixer is, like, the tech wizard of the team. Does all their armor upgrades, all their weapons. And again, he's always got scheming as well. He's always got like ulterior motives. He's not always working for Zemo. He'll work for like the highest bidder type of thing, and he's somebody who never truly becomes heroic as well. He's always still a little bit of a villain. So yeah, he's a great character. Again, he's not that hard to do in Legend form. I know he's got all the technology on you, but different looks have different amounts of the tech on him. So yeah, he's a character that is well overdue a figure.
I remember I can't remember what his job was in that standoff story that, I just remember he was one of the first to be discovered in that standoff story or something like that. I can't remember. My memory's blurry, but there he is with the bandana, like Rich was saying, and he's got the Thunderbolts sort of crest on his armory there. But yeah, he's got a few different looks, but they're all very similar. They're all red. His costume's red and that sort of navy or black, I suppose, with the ink shading. But yeah, he looks. He reminds me of what's it? Is it Deathlock? It reminds me of that type. Yeah, it reminds me of similar vibes, but more of a leaner version and a bit more tech heavy, if you will. But every team needs a weapons expert, don't they? They need an excuse of why they've got fancy costumes and fancy weaponry. Everyone needs an expert. But there we go, Fixer. So that leaves just one left. So let's ask the chat, Rich. Let's see if they can predict who is at the top of our most wanted for Thunderbolts. Who do you think is the most wanted Thunderbolts related character we still need in the Marvel Legends 9? Now granted, this isn't a conversation about our favourite character that has ever been in the Thunderbolts, because like we've seen earlier, there's a lot of great characters in the Thunderbolts. But you'll notice there is one person standing front and centre, and it is of course Atlas himself.
It's not Troll. Brilliant.
Troll.
Oh,
Sorry, it's not. It's Atlas. To be fair, I've done him dirty here on this image, because it's the first image I made, and I really should have like dragged him out and made him bigger, because I made him look like a midget. But he's not puck scale. He's Atlas. He's massive, and I always like the A on his chest as well, because it's just very, very obvious. But again, an OG version for the Thunderbolts right there. Look how big he is in that image. That does him a little bit better. How big can he go, Rich? Like, what scale would we need? I know we can manipulate it a bit, but like, how big do we need Atlas here?
I mean, he can get as big as a skyscraper.
That's what I'm saying.
So he can be like 6 foot, or he can be like 60 foot. But obviously, like Giant Man, like as he gets taller, you lose your mind a little bit, and like gravity and everything like that. But what I would say with Atlas is, like, of all the characters in this list, like, I think sometimes the Bass figure choices have been a bit, like, bizarre.
I'll say
And
it.
he's
Shit.
he's like the one character. He's like the obvious Bath character. Because you don't need to make him massive, but you need to make him like stand out a little bit. And I don't get how we've never had an Atlas, because he's not got a complicated look. It would be quite an easy way to do it as a bath, I think. I mean, not that we get in baths anymore, Dan. With like they down the shitter like everything else. But like Atlas would be a great bath. Or if they were gonna do like a multiple pack of Thunderbolts, like a big Atlas, and then like Techno Fixer and Meteorite around him, and then maybe an updated Mach 4 and an updated Songbird, because I think they did Songbird dirty on that figure. She could do with an updated body, and like Songbird was always like the most beautiful of all the Thunderbolts. It wasn't Baron Zemo, it was Songbird. And she, like I think when Carlos Pacheco drew her in Avengers Forever, I that's when I fell in love with Melissa, and she could definitely do with an update and some better effects than those wings, I think.
Yeah, there you go. There's some of the original team there. Yeah. So Atlas, there he is with the team, as you can see, sort of just regular. He's a buff guy anyway, but he's sort of regular scale. But again, if you read the comic, then you know he can get massive. That's why I asked Rich the question: if we were going to get an Atlas, what scale would we have him? What scale would you want him, Rich? Like, would you rather him just be like a regular sort of what sort of books have we got? We've got the Omega Red book, or the Venom type of books that they're quite big with the butterfly joints, very beefy. Or would you rather him be like, I don't know, super adaptoid scale just for the sake of it?
Actual super adapter, which is what I thought you were earlier. That would be a
the
good
green one.
scale.
Yeah,
that would be a good scale. Like, I wouldn't want him to be like a bloody made to order HasLab shit.
No, of course, but I'm just saying, what scale would you prefer for your? Would you rather him be a bit bigger for his character to portray his character set, or would you rather him just be on the shelf like everybody else?
I mean, you could do a 2-pack and you could do a big version and a 6-inch version. Two in one.
I still don't understand why Hasbro haven't done that with a Giant Man yet. They could literally do a Giant Man set where it's got different scales. I know they did do that Hank Pym set. If anyone remembers, it was in the shape of the Ant-Man helmet. It was technically through the 3 3/4 inch scale line, but they did put in like I think it was like a blue version of his costume in the Marvel Legends scale, but it wasn't technically Marvel Legend. But they need to do an updated version of an Ant-Man in all the different scales, so we can pose it up with our new Giant Man for sure. But Atlas is another character, like Ben Foster, Ben Foster? Goliath. Bill Foster, sorry, yes. Ben Foster's a football player podcast that I listen to occasionally. It's probably why it's in my head. We don't need him in Legends form. But yes, Bill Foster and Atlas.
Is Ben Foster Angel in the X-Men movies?
I can't remember. Ben Foster definitely is a Premier League, ex-Premier League goalkeeper.
As well, isn't that Ben Foster?
Ben Foster came to my head, and I know, but it wasn't. I was thinking of Goliath, but anyway, it was Bill Foster. I was close. I was very close. I was just giving you examples of other bigger characters we still need for our updated Marvel Legends collection. Technically, we do have a representation of Bill Foster from the Toy Biz days, but Atlas we've never had in the 20+ years of Marvel Legends in Toy Biz or Hasbro. Again, like, with these teams, we always say we want teams completed. Some of these teams, like, they gave us that Excalibur 3-pack, right? But it never even finished the team, did it? It just started a team, and then they never even finished it. So, like, why not give us a teamed 3-pack that would actually finish a team? Do you know what I mean? Like, we've already got these 3. Granted, these need upgrades, all right? Like, they could do with update. They're still very adequate for a Marvel Legends collection. Of course they are, but they could do with upgrades. But give us a 3-pack with Atlas, Meteorite, and Fixer. Do you know what I mean? Like, complete that team, and then you have to find another place for Jolt, of course. But my point is, give us these multi-packs and stuff that are completing and complementing what we already have in our collection. So, but yeah.
The last few years, we've always had a 5-pack. So in the year of a Thunderbolts movie, this would have been a good Amazon exclusive 5-pack. Oh, Amazon exclusive, I know saying not to say it out loud. But still, like it would be a good 5-pack to get, like, all in one go, wouldn't it? Just get the team done.
Yeah, as I said, I'm going to keep saying it as well until I lose my voice. But let's prioritise completing teams. Let's just look at some of the team images that I've got up here. We talked about the Luke Cage team earlier. Now, there's a team you can complete in the Marvel Legends line. Like, we technically have.
You haven't got Troll, though. There's no Troll picture there. You can't get Troll. Where's true. Troll? Justice for Troll, Dan.
Okay.
Justice for
No Troll. But let me get an image of Troll up so I can show bloody everybody stupid Troll.
Stupid Troll.
She's the furry. The one in the outfit, right? She's like a furry.
Yeah, she wears basically like an Asgardian like troll.
Yeah,
she's
like a furry.
She's not a clown. She's like a cave girl.
There she is. Which team did she join then?
That team.
She is familiar. Team. Yeah. Maybe that's why I know her then. Because as soon as I seen the image, I was like, wait, I do know that furry. But but there you go. To be fair to Troll, it would be a fun legend with the heads within a head. Do you know what I mean? Like with the. So, yeah. But she is standardly clad, and we do know they don't like doing those type of figures. We're still waiting for Shana the She-Devil. She gets me demonetised when I even mention her name, Rich.
I mean, she's a teenager. She's literally just got her legs and arms out. Calm down, Dad. Calm down.
Very furry is all I'm saying. But, yeah, there are other incarnations of Thunderbolts, and certain members follow across and whatever. But yeah, let's keep it OG. Like, how many of these of the new team have we got? Technically, we already get, apart from Val, I know the costume designs are inaccurate because these are all modern new takes. But apart from Val, we have all those characters in the collection, don't we? We have them all in some form. So Val is obviously a piece that we need, but with the rest of the teams, we've got quite a lot of them. Obviously, we haven't got a Troll.
And obviously, with the movie coming out this year, Marvel are relaunching, I think next month, there's a new Thunderbolts comic book coming out. And of course, what did they do? Did they reflect the movie in the comic book? No, they put X-23, Clea, Namor, Hulk in there, Carnage.
Yeah, let me get the image up. Let me show people. Yeah, this Thunderbolt team is just like, it's like they had a list of Marvel characters, and in the Marvel offices, they put all names in a hat, and they just went round to each desk and said, just pick out a character. Do you know, like, and it's just... So this is the most recent Thunderbolts, and you'll notice they've even put the bloody asterisks there as well in the new comics as well. So yeah, that's Clea. So we have Clea. We have got again. This is another team where we have them all in the Marvel Legends line, right? Is that Bruce Banner Hawk, or is that a different version of Hawk?
I'm not too sure. Is it? I'm not sure. Is it Scar or Amadeus Cho? I'm not.
Oh, okay. It could be Scar.
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you, but I wonder if these are going to turn out to be other, like the original Thunderbolts.
Oh, they're all in disguise.
Yeah, because like X-23 is already on a different team. Like Carnage is being used in the Marvel books, and like, why would you have Carnage on a team of all villains? Like Carnage is going to kill everyone. So it seems. Oh, Mike Heck says Carnage is Brock. So yeah, it's a weird lineup. But then I reckon there's going to be a twist on this, especially with that asterisk.
I thought Eddie Brock hates Venom.
Will be.
Why would he take the Venom symbiote? I thought he hates Venom.
Because someone else has got the Hasn't his son, I think, got the Venom symbiote at the minute in the comic books, and obviously it's thing, isn't it? MJ's got he's got the Venom symbiote at the minute.
That'd be a crazy concept if that was true. Yeah, our point is there are lots of different incarnations of these Thunderbolt teams, and lots of them you can create with our current Marvel Legends collection, but a few of the costume designs may be a little bit wrong, but there are still gaps we need to fill. So I always say, let's go back to the beginning. So let's complete those first teams. Like, I never mentioned it earlier, but I'll mention it now. Jean Grey arrived in the UK, and this is the original X Factor team. Rich, did you figure out how to put the effect piece in the head?
No, I just give up and chucked it, to be honest.
What?
I saw your video. I don't know. I made a mistake, Dan.
Look at that. The effect. Sorry, it's pretty shit, to be honest. Because to be making more.
It needed fucking instructions, Dan. Because I tried for like an hour to get that in.
Do you know
I
how?
couldn't work it out.
The picture on the back of the box.
What does it show it?
It shows it. It shows it.
So
all I did was match it up. All I did was match up the effect piece with the back of the box, and it went, oh shit, yeah, it works. Like her hair is perfectly aligned to put in the effect piece. I'm trying to do that YouTube effect. Yeah, her little effect piece, it works, people. It works. But anyway, I was just talking about completing original teams. This is the original lineup for X Factor, and we are getting closer to completing that as well. So it's just very frustrating, like getting so close to so many teams. So yeah, so I assume then, Rich, if you had to pick, I'm going to guess, okay? So this same question for the chat, like we always end these streams. If we had to pick one of these, all right, just one of these 10, who are you picking? So let me just recap for the audience, and I think I know what Rich's is. So we've got Atlas, Techno or Fixer, Meteorite, aka Moonstone, Jolt, Joystick, Penance, Swordsman, Mr. Fear, Yelena Belova, White Widow, and Citizen V, which is really Val in a new updated costume. So out of those 10, for our people in the chat, which is the one you are picking? And I'm going to scroll to the one that Rich has sort of revealed earlier that he wants above all, because he said number one in his heart would be Carla and Meteorite. Am I right, Rich?
Only because you didn't put Troll in the list, you overruled me. But yeah, it would be Meteorite otherwise.
Would you really want Troll over Meteorite? Like genuinely?
I love Troll. I love that. I love the Luke Cage run of it. I mean, no, I would love Meteorite, but I mean, I don't think there's any chance of Troll because she's never appeared since that comic book. So yeah, I think she was maybe like in the background of like Avengers Academy. But yeah, I would love that version of Meteorite. It would be great.
I think for characters that we need in our collection, obviously these three are important. Atlas would probably be at the top of my list. Just that's why he's number one, because we don't have him in the Legends line. Like, as much as I like this costume design best for Carla, we do have other iterations of Carla. You can put in other versions of the Thunderbolts. So Atlas is obviously needed, Techno. But just from this list today and learning about characters, I was aware of Penance. I wasn't confident he was in the Thunderbolts, but I'm familiar with his story. Same with Swordsman. But this Mr. Fear wasn't really confident on this look, but this just looks really cool. So just as a villainous concept, I really like that. But yeah, honestly, I'd take them all. I know Cardback hates it when I say this, Cardback, but I love the world building of Marvel Legends. It's my channel. I can say what I want. I like world building. Look at the world I'm building. I can say what I want. Join the channel, all right? And you can world build with me. I pressed the wrong button. I didn't mean to go to that. Let's see what the chat say, Rich. Let's see, and we'll wrap up. We'll see what the chat say. What do you think is going to be the most popular answer?
Probably Atlas. I'd say Atlas, because like you said, like we haven't had him before, and he's a bigger character.
Yeah, Monsters, Atlas. We've got Dane. It's Dane. Shit, yeah, my bad. My brain just needs a second to process, but it's Dane. It's Dane. I've learned how to say your name, Dane. I told you I wouldn't forget, all right? He says Atlas for me, always been my favourite. Gregory says Atlas. Cloud's not really interested. Why are you here, Cloud? Why are you even here? Christopher Allen says Mr. Fear. Ben says, I don't know any of them, but from the looks, either Atlas or Techno. Basically, Ben is 20 years old, Rich. I've literally got T-shirts older than that kid. So he's young. He doesn't know any of these characters, but he can learn. Look, just think of the history you have, Ben, and all the content you have to consume. Very exciting.
I definitely recommend, though, if you've never read a Thunderbolts comic book before, that original run, so like the Kurt Busiek, Mark Bagley run, like the first 6 issues are just brilliant, especially, like, I mean, you know stuff now because we've spoiled it, but if you go into that blind, I think it's just a really great story.
This run,
it's
right?
got great art.
Yeah.
It's like the Avengers are missing, the Fantastic Four are missing, and it's like these arseholes are like taking over. Like, first of all, they're just pretending to be heroes. They're gonna but then they become actual heroes because the heroes are gone, and they start realizing they do need to like save things. It's a really, honestly, really great run. But yeah, it's available in like trade paperback. It's available online. I think there's massive, big, chunky omnibuses. I'm sure Jay has got them sealed on his shelf that he's never read.
Plastic wrapper. Jay's also at Thunderbolts tonight, so fuck you, Jay. No, I'm joking. I'm only joking.
There's loads of ways you can get it. So yeah, I definitely recommend reading this original run. It's really great. But equally, the Dark Reign run from Warren Ellis is a dark but really good run. And like I just said, like the Luke Cage run, I love that when Luke Cage takes over. It's kind of like going back to the original arc, where he's got like the villains on the raft and he's trying to make them good again. And then they got like a Thunderbolts tower that like teleports about. Man-Thing joins the team, Satana, Troll. So yeah, that's a really good run as well. So there's loads of different places you can start with Thunderbolts. If you like the Marvel team, pick up last year's series, because the Marvel movie version. Pick up the 2024 Thunderbolts, because that was like most of the characters from the movie are in that version of the team. The
Thunderbolt stories that I've read as well are quite contained. Like, you don't really need to know much about the characters' backstories. You just need to know who they are, and the stories are on their own.
Thank you, Matt. $4.99. You could say, I'd like a good jolt to the system.
Look, it wouldn't be a Dan Who live stream if Matt Fisher didn't come in with a joke. And he says, you could say, I'd like a good jolt to the system. Is that a joke, or do you genuinely want jolt? Now I'm concerned, Matt. Is that a character you actually want, or is it just the punchline? Because jolt's another character that Rich wants to the collection. Well, I learned that she joined the team very early on. I didn't realise she joined the team so early, but now I know. Issue 3, I've learnt. I remember these things. Ben also says, I need to start watching comics, to be honest. That's probably his first mistake, Rich. He did correct himself, though, and then said reading. I remember reading that original run on my iPad on Marvel Unlimited. And I was pinching to zoom in and stuff like that. So I've definitely read that run and the Luke Cage one, I think. Matt, again, he says...
Fisher donated $4.99.
Thank you.
Can we get an updated Mac one?
Yeah, so we never talked about any of the Mac iterations, but basically the Mech or the Beetle... We've got a couple of them in the Marvel Legends line. We've got the Ultimate version. We've got, I think, what version is the Beetle that is in the... Oh, shit. The purple... Where his Tombstone Daughters wears the exact same costume. Oh, fucking hell. It's the purple and green version of Beetle. I don't know which mark it is, but it's got a mark, isn't it? Let me just Google Marvel Beetle... Marvel Mech. Sorry, I look. I know, I've just Googled Marvel Mech and it's just come up with loads of Lego and stuff. Damn. Marvel Mega Beetle. My point is, we've got about 4 of the mechs.
Janice Gunrush says. That's the female Beetle.
Yeah, no, so I'm saying that costume, but the male version, it's this Marvel Legend here. The one that's in the Superior Foes run. There we go. Sorry, I just need to show this image now because I'm not insane. This one. It's got a mech number as well. It's not just Beetle. It's like mech something, because there's 5 mechs, isn't there? So, or more. Is there 5? No, there's mech 10, I swear. So ignore me. Yeah, there's loads of mechs. Anyway, there's loads of different mechs. So it would have been hard to pick one for today's list. But yes, mech does. There's mech 1, mech 2, mech. So all different tech suits.
Are you meaning Mac? Mac 1?
Am I saying mech
Sorry,
instead of Mac?
I was completely lost.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
what?
my bad. I'm in Mac. Because for me, I think it's like mech
he's
armor.
the original Beetle, yeah?
Yeah. So I was right. I was just saying,
I was completely lost there. Sorry.
People have witnessed what me and Rich are like behind the scenes, where I know what I mean, but I'm not saying it right. But Rich, we get there in the end. It's my fault because I say things wrong. But because I thought it was like a mech armor. So even though it's Mac 1, Mech 2, I thought it was Mech 1, Mech 2 because it's like a mech. Never mind. I know what I meant. Rich knew what I meant as well. It's fine. And thank you very much, Matt. We hit our 5 memberships as well. 5 goal achieved. The bonus show will be public for the people, all right? So I'll make sure I share that link as we get out of here. We have 3 Beetles, Ultimate, Normal, and Janice. Okay, thank you. No, there's one more. Then we have a Toy Biz one as well, like a bigger, chunkier one. I think there's like a 4th. I think there is. There is also a Beetle tank armor that was a member of the Thunderbolts. Picking your DM. See, this may be the one I'm referring to. Let me check my DMs. Let me just scroll past the feet pics that Rush sends me, and there's a Beetle pic here.
I like Monsters Go Home. I still like his thing about 2-pack. He says, yeah, Songbird and Screaming Mimi. I would love a Songbird and Screaming Mimi 2-pack. That would be amazing.
There you go. That's the other Beetle I meant. Back in the day. Anyway, ignore me. There's more versions of Beetle. Thank you very much, Rush. He knew what I meant. I'm glad
top 10
did.
Beatles next week with Dan and Rush. And I can go to the cinema.
I'll call it top 10 mechs. And Rich will be like, what the hell is he talking about? Right, the bonus show will be public, so I'm going to leave that public. But we're going to wrap up. If you are part of the Who Crew Deluxe and you want to be on the bonus show, then please do come on. Send me a fresh DM. But let me just one more time remind people that this Sunday is the Legends and Liquor episode 100. Okay, Legends and Liquor is born out of community. Like I always said, I would be on YouTube for as long as people are supporting what I'm trying to do, and that's just create a fun place to just hang out and enjoy this hobby together, talk toys, because I'm sure everybody's spouses and other halves are fed up of hearing about Marvel Legends. So I created Legends and Liquor, and 4 years ago, Rich, Brandon and Phil were our very first group. We were the first ever group. The original group one of Legends and Liquor was Rich, Brandon, and Phil. And 4 years later, Legends and Liquor is still going strong with episode 100. Remember, it's a bi-weekly show, so it's every other week. So it took us 4 years to get to episode 100, but we've been racing ducks. I've drank, how many Koppelbergs have I drank in that time? A lot. How much money have I spent on Koppelbergs in that time? Probably a lot as well. But please do get involved this Sunday. It's going to be the longest stream ever. So I'm going to start the stream at 5 p.m. UK time and then break the record, which is, so I'm not committing to a full 10 hours, but I will break the current record.
100 hours, isn't it, Dan? 100 hours.
Couldn't do that. How many? That's like 4 days, isn't it? I can't do that. My computer wouldn't last 4 days. My computer would blow up. I don't even know if my computer's going to last for this. But yes, 4 years of Legends of Liquor this week, all right? So come and celebrate. It's a celebration, a way, again, just come and hang out, all right? It's a safe place. Lots of familiar faces, some new faces as well for episode 100, which will be good. So please do get involved this week. And then, Rich, before you go, so the very last pre-orders that Hasbro announced have now officially went up. So there is no more Marvel Legend pre-orders, as they have all went up now. This is an old image, but it's the one without Punisher. But essentially, that got moved. That was meant to be next week, the 8th of May, which is Thursday. That got moved to the 1st of May today. So both pre-orders went up today. There is now no more Marvel Legend pre-orders. Do you think, considering we are now in a new month, we will get an announcement of a Marvel live stream for some point next week?
Yes, maybe, Dan. Maybe, yeah. I say yes, yes.
Yes, I hope so, because I go on holiday, right? All right, if I am the marketing arm of Hasbro, right, make sure you work me into this marketing. I go on holiday next, so I will miss a week, by the way, because I'm going to be on holiday. So, Rich, you get a week's off, by the way. Congratulations.
Well, is that next week?
No, I'm away. I go on holiday on the 9th, so you will officially get the 15th off work, all right? Congratulations.
Hey.
All right, enjoy. But yeah, so I go away on the 9th, so I'm hoping that there is a Marvel stream before I go away, so we can discuss it before I disappear. Knowing my luck, it's going to be the week I'm away for my 20th anniversary with Amanda, so I definitely can't sneak in any streams. Yeah.
Am I gonna have to like pay for bloody Final Cut again so I could like end it? If
no, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it to you. Amanda will kill me. So I'm hoping there's a new Marvel stream next week. Otherwise, I'm going to be a week delayed. But it's fine. It's one of them. It's not a problem really. But yeah, it would be fun if it was next week. Yeah, no, my luck it'll be the 8th or the 9th. The night I fly too early I literally fly at 7 in the morning. So if it happens on the Friday, I'm buggered. I'll be in a plane.
Just is taking on his Advil now. He's like, I'll be there on the Thursday. I'm gonna do it.
Popping paracetamols. He's like, run the bath. I need to sweat this out of me. Yeah, no. I was just curious. Do we think there is going to be a new stream, because they have done one a month, but there wasn't one in April because there was lots of pre-orders. Dan Yoon did confirm there would be one more before San Diego Comic-Con. San Diego Comic-Con is mid-July, so if they did another one now at the start of May with a good amount of reveals, the pre-orders could trickle out until San Diego Comic-Con. So yeah, we shall see. I was just putting that out there into the universe. We shall see. But Rich, tell the good people where they can find you online.
You can find me at Displayed Once on. I don't post anymore. I'm just there. I am there. And I'm in the cinema watching every film going, and I'll be watching Thunderbolts this weekend. And maybe it's a bank holiday, so maybe I'll go and see another film. The Accountant 2's out in it, I think.
Did you see Sinners?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Go and see Sinners.
He doesn't like vampire films.
It's not. Go and see. You'll like this. It's not.
I like Drop though. I really like Drop, which is like I don't think anyone's watching that, but I really liked it. Very good film.
Sinners is good. It's not what you think it is. Go and watch it. I can't say anything else without spoiling it, but don't focus on the vampires. Don't focus on the vampires. Just go and watch it. Yeah, Rich, you should do a movie review channel, Rich, because you see everything. Rich genuinely sees everything.
It's just me going, oh, that was shit. I fell asleep because I drank too much. That's what my
This is why I don't do like trailer reactions, because this is how I react to things I like. This is how I react to things I don't like. Do you know what I mean? It's not very interesting to watch. I'm not much of a. Do you know some people watch stuff and they're like, oh my god, you know, like I can't be that guy. I can't be that guy. So that's why I don't do watch-alongs with reveals and stuff, because I'm just sat there going, okay. But some people are like, oh my god, like I can't be that guy. I can't do it. Cannot do it. But anyway, Rich, I'm getting out of here. Oh my God, I'm getting out of here. Finally. World building, everybody. Let's build some worlds with Marvel Legends. Don't follow Rich on Instagram. He doesn't want you to. I'll be back.
You'll be on the extra stream now.
Yes, I'm going to the extra. Oh, you're coming with us. I wasn't sure if you.
I'll come over and follow you
Good
now.
man. All right, good man. All right, we're going to the extra show. We'll see you next week. All right. Maybe there's a Marvel stream. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out. But we'll see you then. Click my Jean Grey review and I teach you how to accurately insert that effect piece. Don't bin it, people. Don't bin it like Rich. You can learn via my somewhere. It's either side of me. There is a review somewhere.
If only you'd had it before me.
I know. See you next week. Bye-bye.